you're right, it just keeps coming. Do they have people that taste tested that? They should be shot.
Welcome everybody to Miller Hot Ones. My name is Matt Miller, of course you know that, and this is my wonderful brother, Robert Miller. So he is going to take the hot interview challenge. He's going to eat 10 wings and have 10 hot questions and 10 increasingly hot sauces to go along with it. Brother Robert.
Yes, Brother Matt.
Are you ready to take the questions?
I am ready.
You ready for the sauces?
I'm ready for the first one.
First one. All right. Classic hot sauce. Just an average hot sauce. So moving from California to North Carolina, while you were in high school, what was one of the biggest adjustments that you had to make from coming from California to North Carolina?
There were many. When I first moved to North Carolina from Los Angeles, I honestly felt, what did Dad do? He has brought us to a foreign country. Do I need a passport? I couldn't understand what people were saying.
You turn on the west and go right straight to Bear Creek.
Right.
I was catching about every fifth word. It was just incredible. So for about the first 2 to 3 months, I pretty much sat in high school, not really knowing what was going on.
I can agree.
And another thing was social politeness.
Hey, how's your mom and them?
Yeah, and I can remember a teacher punching me in the stomach.
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, Aaron!
Because I said damn.
Right? No, you don't do that in a
And
southern
she said, I
classroom.
don't know where you come from, but we don't talk like that around here.
Yep. Did you notice, what were any big differences in the culture from high school in California to high school in North Carolina?
It took me a while first to learn what was going on, but people were very polite here.
Yeah.
Called you sugar, bless your heart, sweetie.
Yeah.
Sweetie. Sugar? Sweetie pie?
You know, sugar. Oh, bless your heart.
Right.
In fact, sometimes that can mean the opposite of what you think it means.
Melinda's mango
I like mango.
habanero sauce.
Habanero is a hot one.
Yep. This just one's not too bad. All right, Rob, you are a lover of animals. You've worked at a pet store.
Yeah.
You were a vegetarian for quite a long time.
Something like 12 years.
Yeah, and then at some point you switched back over.
Yeah.
What do you think made you switch back over to eating meat?
I had friends that were sort of pushing me to do that. And one day I was out visiting relatives in Southern California, driving by myself on a highway. The only place I could find to eat was a drive-through, and I got a hamburger. Yeah. That had some consequences.
You alright?
I told you I have a problem with red meat.
You gotta admit that was a good burger though, right?
I was to say,
After 12 years. On an interstate.
Right? Maybe not a great idea.
But and then so that was my big fall there. You know, fell off the veggie wagon. And I hate that it was a hamburger of all things.
Right.
Should have been something really good.
Yeah.
But anything else that I say, it really is just an excuse. I just decided it was more convenient, and I would just start eating meat again.
But everybody knows Frank's Red Hot original sauce.
Yeah. Okay.
Standard.
Yep.
All right, go ahead. Have a bite. All right, we're going to say, well, that one got me just a second. Hold on. We're going to stick with the animal questions. So I've heard from one of your friends, there is a story about
No.
about a bat that landed on your back one time.
Yep. Yeah, that was. I can't tell the whole story, Matt. We were sitting on my friend's parents' porch, and it was dusk, and I had on a white t-shirt, and I kind of felt something. I didn't know what it was exactly, and so I, you just scratch, and when I reached back to scratch, I touched something, and there was a bat clinging, wings spread, to the back of my
Nice.
shirt. And so I screamed like a girl, jumped up and ran around until her dad got up and helped get the bat off me.
Los Calientes.
Yeah.
And it's a mustard-based hot sauce.
Okay.
Not too much heat. You are a UNC graduate.
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
keep it nice.
You have a degree in anthropology.
Yup.
So if civilization still exists in 500 years,
Or next year.
or next year, what do you think anthropologists are going to say about humans in 2020? That's bad that he has to think so hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a difficult question. Because anthropologists, 500 years, will be speaking from a 500-year advanced perspective.
This mind is capable of advanced multitasking.
Or society will have collapsed. And they're looking back on how to rebuild.
Right?
But I think, I hope that that anthropologists would probably look and say about us in 2020 how we were at the cusp of changing our social norms and our how we view each other in countries and religions, and that how great things and technology has changed and allowed us to become evolved, more advanced, enlightened. Go Star Trek.
Coffee, black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first.
Yeah, go Star. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff on Star Trek.
I think kind of the rule of thumb is you can't guess unless you're a science fiction writer. They're
Right.
pretty good at it. You can't guess what technology will be over 100 years from the present.
Yeah.
Because it changes so much.
You
So
couldn't have
quickly.
guessed what technology would have been in 1990.
Right.
What it is now.
Right.
There's no way.
Floppy disks.
Moving on to question number 5 and sauce number 5, we have Cholula's hot sauce, a green pepper sauce. All right, so question 5 is a question about pictures and just have you explain a little bit about what's going on
Yeah.
in the picture.
Oh. Yes, that's Henry and Annie. So Henry is my dog, and he is a resource guarder. And I had given him a biscuit, and Annie had come over to check it out. What do you got?
Right.
And he immediately picked up that biscuit and held it in his mouth and like growled and growled at her until she just, like typical cat, flopped down right in front of him and stared at him like, what? Yeah, well, it was on a trip to Massachusetts, and that's at my friend's sister's house, and we were being silly, and that was early days of me coming out, so probably 90, 91-ish, and she had a 7-year-old niece at the time, Lindsay, who only wanted to ever wear her princess costume.
Right.
And so I took her princess hat.
Yeah.
And, posed for a picture.
Back in the hair days.
Yeah, I had hair. Yeah,
Right.
that's how you can date it. Yeah, oh, 90, 91. Yeah.
Yep, there was hair. More spicy mustard hot sauce. This one is my favorite of
Okay.
the bunch. I don't find
And by
this
the way, I do like these no chicken nuggets. They're pretty good. Good mouthfeel.
All right, Rob, you've worked many jobs over the years.
Yeah.
From what I can remember, you've worked in shoes.
Yeah.
You worked at an animal, a pet shop. You've worked retail, rental movies.
Yeah.
You've worked at Pfizer, and now you work at BASF.
Right.
If you could work in any industry, if you had your choice of industry to work in, what would it be in?
Yeah, I'd go back to the pet shop.
Pet shop.
Yeah, that was my all-time favorite job. An interesting story. They offered that business to me. They were tired of running it. They were owned and run by a veterinarian, and they wanted to focus on their animal practice and not the pet store. And they offered it to me free of charge and free of rent for a year. So they were just going to give me this company.
Right.
But I was 19,
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, so if I don't make any money, I don't get a paycheck.
Right.
Right? That's how that works?
That's how that works.
Right. So I said no, thank you. But I wish hindsight now that I would have loved to own a pet shop, own and run a pet shop.
Right. That would have been cool. To go to Uncle Rob's Pet Shop.
Yep.
That could have been your name, Uncle Rob's Pet
Uncle
Shop.
Rob's Pet Shop.
Melinda's garlic habanero sauce.
Yeah.
Around the Miller house here, you are known as Uncle Robert.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite memories of being an uncle?
It was an amazing feeling when I met my twin nieces and my nephew. But the nieces came first, rocked my world. Also, when you asked me to be the godfather, that was pretty big. I enjoyed when they were kids having the twins speak.
Oh yeah, the twin speak.
Yeah. And I've enjoyed watching them grow into lovely young ladies now. Yeah. And my nephew, I love his compassion and the fact that he is always happy to see me no matter what. I really like the fact that he has a bearded dragon. I think that's really cool.
All right,
Nope.
Uncle Rob,
Nope.
we have the bomb. This one is
I mean, look at the
great.
color even.
Beyond Insanity. I mean, it has a nuclear bomb like right on it, so it tells you straight out.
Oh.
All right, take a bite, my brother. Make it
Okay.
as small as you want.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah. All right. There's about 10 seconds. So you've always wanted to travel around the world. What are your 5 places that's on your bucket list to go to?
India would be one of them. Which the bomb would be a good preparation.
Take your time. It's just 5 of
everything's
us.
opening it up. Woo! Whoa!
Whoa, whoa.
You're right. It just keeps coming.
It keeps coming, yes, sir.
What?
So,
How many? Did I
India,
mention?
1.
Probably because of my ancestry, I'd like to visit Ireland. There are a lot of places I'd like to go. Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, that's just rude. Did they have people that taste tested that QC'd that?
Probably.
They should be shot.
You're doing good so far. Machu Picchu, India.
In Ireland, Vietnam, maybe somewhere in the South Asia. How many is that?
That's 4. You're doing better than I did.
And maybe the Galapagos Islands before they disappear in global warming. Not really liking you right now. Woo!
It's all it.
Well,
lives
just
up
when
to
you
it.
think it kicks you.
All right, question number 9, sir.
Oh.
Our family, unfortunately, has a history of skin tags.
Oh no! This is from
I've
Diana
heard-
again, too.
That a sweet and innocent little 3-year-old plucked one right off your neck one time.
Yep.
What was that like?
Same trip to Massachusetts, and it was the 7-year-old princess's little sister.
Oh, there you go. You should have taken her hat.
So I was sleeping on the couch downstairs, and she gets up early before everyone else comes down, sits on the couch, and just stares at me. And I recognize she's there, and she reaches out real slowly and goes, boop, and pulls off a skin tag right off my
Nice.
neck. And you know, they bleed quite a bit. They not. So at first I thought, what if it doesn't stop bleeding? And don't freak out and scare the kid. Yeah, that was funny.
The last dab. Now, you don't have to, but some people have a tradition of putting a little extra more
Let's do it.
if you want to. You can put a little, much or little as you want on your wing.
Tell how it's going to come out.
That was a sizable amount, sir.
Let's do
I
it.
will add a little bit more to mine, unfortunately.
Woo.
That was a big dog.
Whoa.
All right. I I didn't say I would. You've lived in a lot of very interesting places all over your life.
My glasses are fogging me up. Good God.
You've had all kinds of experiences and challenges. What would be your words of wisdom for young adults today?
Get out and travel, experience new things, new cultures, and new people, and new perspectives. Don't get stuck in your bubble. It'll make you a better person, and it'll make the world a better place.
Awesome. I think I agree wholeheartedly. Congratulations. You've made it all the way through.
Oh my God.
You are still surviving the bomb.
Yep.
Great job, sir. Guys, thanks for tuning in and watching. Robert, as we like to call him, Uncle Robert, has made it all the way through 10 questions and 10 hot sauces. We will see you next time.